Should we play with some features? Let's see. I like to have fun and play with features, but I know not everybody digs it. But I'm trying to see what I want to do. Shit, old school and retro and shit and whoop. Let me see. Okay, I gotta hold on, y'all, because I can't. Retro, huh? That looks all fuzzy. It makes it look like a long time ago, huh? Let's see, infrared. Ah, that's too much. I'm not gonna do infrared. Thermal, maybe? No. Ooh, we're not gonna do thermal. Okay. What about dance party? No. Let's go to retro. I think I'm gonna just let retro roll. Have a little bit of fun with some old school. But no, it doesn't. I'm gonna roll with it. It's okay. It's okay. Older karmic distorted witch mother is in trouble. They're getting it. Okay? They're getting it good. Earlier, a message came through. Now, this person may be dealing with some kind of physical ailments. They may be having some kind of routine medical treatment. They may be having like a you know how you have in-home supportive services people come to your home when you get, you know, if you're disabled or elderly, like the state will pay for you to have in-home supportive services, and they're responsible for, you know, cleaning up your house, bathing, things like that. So whoever this is, the person may have that situation going, or they may be temporarily like in the hospital. Maybe they had some kind of medical situation or something, but it's something to do with them, whoever these people are. I don't know how permanent this is, but them being incapacitated, they're losing it though. Like they're losing it, and they're like yelling and screaming, like they don't want, they're saying like, no, no bath, no bath, no bath, something like that. So either they perceive that they're being mistreated or they actually are. Okay. The reason why I say they might perceive it, because it could be a part of their karma. If they were involved with the torture of the collective and the collective's children, they're being tortured one way or the other. Whether this is literal, because like I said, it may be imaginary, but that's just as bad, because as far as they are concerned, they are in it, okay? And even if it's not happening, even if whoever the, but see, look at that karma though. This could have been a person who they did that in their life. They were some type of a nurse, some type of a caretaker, and they tortured people. They stole from people. This is their fucking karma, okay? People who was sick, and you know, whether that was at the hospitals that they worked at, the doctors that they worked at, or even family members, you know, that they took care of, you know, pretended to the world like they're just these helpful, you know, look at what I'm sacrificing to take care of your father. Look at what I'm sacrificing to take care of my uncle. Look at what I'm sacrificing to take care, you know, of. No one else wants to do it. You know, I am going to the pharmacy. I'm cooking the meals. I'm washing the clothes. I'm changing the diapers, and you're violating them, doing weird witch shit, bitch, and stealing from them. And then when they start acting out, and you know, then you say, this to dementia. It's the early onset dementia. Oh, karma. Knowing full well that that's not what was happening. It's like, it's the exploitation of these sick people. Because it's like, okay, so that's plausible because that is happening on some level. You see how fucked up that is? Oh, this is going to be a lovely first couple months. You see how fucked up that is? See, this is in the name of vengeance. What you hear in my voice is all the innocent blood shed, the blood, and nobody fucking cared. Nobody cared. It was fucking convenient to care. It was easier to think that that dying elderly person was just losing it. It was easier. It was plausible. Rather than you got a weird hoe, raha, that's been weird since ever the fuck she came out of, whatever the fuck she came out of. Life. Don't act like that. The only reason why some of y'all are acting like that, because this ain't your life. The only reason why any of you out there are going, oh, because this ain't your life, you can't fathom it, you came up with the Partridge Family, the Brady Bunch, and the Huxtables. Like you can't fathom this level of sickness. You know, your experience has been the shit. It's only happened on TV. So you can't fathom somebody being that fucked up in the head on a personal level. But they are. And they've been menaces to society since ever they've been here. They wanted to silence honorable feminine and masculine for speaking the truth, because then people would know the truth. To me, this is simple. I'm flabbergasted. I am, just being honest. I'm flabbergasted on why this is hard for people to consider it when you break things down that way. It says hashtag Barbie movie. That's because there's a scene in the Barbie movie where the main lady, she just came, she wasn't scripted, there was no paparazzi, she didn't get no likes, shares, follows, subscribe, and she didn't get no cool deal. She just spoke from her heart. She was tired. She watched the Barbies feel like something was wrong with them, watched them spin in circles, and it made her think about how she'd been spinning in circles, and she fucking just got tired and said, blah, 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 just spoke from her heart. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't bullet pointed exactly the way it's supposed to. She didn't have 30,000 fucking certifications, bitch. She just spoke. And it broke the what? If you saw the movie, the spell. Because they were cast under a spell. And the spell was their conditioning from the fucking beginning. And what had been reinforced day after day, week after week, year after year, decade after decade, and so on and so on. They were under a fucking spell. So they couldn't see straight. So, attacking feminine is because to shut her down. And whoever the masculine, because it says the masculine here. So at some point, there's some masculine somewhere. I don't know. But at some point, there's some masculines. They pull that same shit. Because I guarantee you, they pull the same shit. To humiliate, to bombard, to do all sorts of shit. Yeah, there's bumping going on up there. And guess what? They're playing musical cars. I don't care. Maybe it's the monster up there that they've been hiding, caging in. Who knows? I don't care. Interesting thing happened today. I guess it was no fun because I wasn't terrified or whatever. I was like, I thought y'all wanted to. What happened? What happened? Open the door. Do. Hello. Yes. What happened? You don't want to do the pest control all of a sudden? Y'all knocked on the door. Oh, I get it. It's only fun when there's an element of shock and awe and you think a bitch is scared. It's only fun then. Oh, I get it. Then it becomes you're afraid that I just might have a trap for you, huh? I get it. Thought I had a trap for you. I was too willing. I was too quick, huh? See, the problem about these types of people is they think that everybody is doing like how, boom, the door was open. I was too quick at the answer. I was too quick to say, yeah, come on in. Instead of, oh, wait, and you know, I was too quick. So that scared them, didn't it? Because how come they didn't come back? I stayed the entire time because, you know, they said, you know, the pest control dude was going over. So I was like, oh, okay, boom. Because I legit wanted the pest control. It was no pause, was no wait a minute. See, I think it was no longer fun because they're getting a fucking clue. Ain't nobody scared of them. There is a spell running, but that's what everybody's going to have to deal with. Correct. Correct. It is. But if you're not coming with ill will and hidden dishonor, there's nothing for no one to worry about. Nobody. But you coming on some fraud, and if you coming on some toxicity, some poison and shit, yeah, it's everything in the world to worry about, even if there's a delay. The monster may be loose in a cage up there. Who knows? Maybe that's why they're trying so hard. Because the monster in the cage is tired of being in the cage. Oh, shit. I'm just saying, I don't know what y'all experiencing out there, collective. If you're experiencing some weird shit already in January, it's like, what the fuck happened? Fake Facebook market buyers and shit. Like they doing everything they can. They want to get under your skin. They're trying to, and it's costing them because there's spells running, whether they know it or not. Yes, it is. Oh, so you want to bombard and barricade? Fair enough. You want to explain what they're doing? Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me stay focused on what this reading is, which is about this toxic, karmic, distorted older witch mother lady. I'm not gonna get into all the other antics that they're doing every day. The street theater bitch, the performing monkeys, all the casters they hired, the walkers bitch, the zombies, and we're just gonna stay because they're up there at it. But this mother soul radiance is going in the reverse. For what she has committed her life to pertaining to you all collective or people connected to you, your children, to take y'all out, she's having some problems here. And it's only gonna get worse. I done told people some years ago, nobody don't believe me, but whatever. I meant it. I meant every fucking word of it. What's happening? What's happening to the old karmic witch, toxic karmic? Oh, in the name of the blood that's been shed, those that can speak for themselves, those that tried to speak and was squelched. Oh. I'm gonna have me a good old time with this. It's gonna be a very delightful time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. What's happening to this old toxic karmic distorted closet witch hoe? I say closet because she wears a persona. The only people who know about that are the people that's involved with it. Everyone else does not. That's why I say that. She wears a Jesus hat, a Bible hat. Good gravy, God. Just let me leave that alone. Like, just shut up and shut up and put it up. And shut up. Black Widow. The loyal heart. What happened here? Here and now in the past, people that was loyal to her in the past was not paying attention to her in the past. Observer in the reverse. This could be her husband, boyfriend, you know, family members, co-workers. You know, they thought she was loyal, or they were just blindly loyal. And, you know, just when you think somebody's loyal to you and you're just not up to, you ain't up to it, you know, life is beating you up. You don't know. You just, and then you don't know that they got a spell on you, because I swear, whoever this collective of ladies is, I believe, and I could be wrong because I'm not saying that this is a part of the message, okay? But I believe the only reason why they have somebody is because of spell work. Because I believe they've been, I don't think this is new. I don't think, this is who they've been possibly since they were in like 19, 20, 21, since they were around that age. And then they became a part of these weird little, these and been casting on a family since then. You see, that's one day they all will see. That they had spells running on that ass. That they were meddling in their shit too. But I believe that that's the only way, that's how they got somebody. They fucked up. They done stole this, man, let me get out of here. They done turned them into a notch and shit. They fucking, oh. This person could have had them a bomb. They could have had them a bomb shit. You know? I ain't saying now they needed to work out their own soul shit, no doubt. Okay? Because if they were karmic, they need to deal with that. You know, everybody's got to deal with their own set of shit. However, I'm just saying, these Black Widows steal the lives of people. They steal the lives. They steal people's lives. These men are done. They didn't took their whole shit. I believe that the men that they ended up managing to sacrifice enough chickens for, I believe that these men had potential. I think some of them could have been with some women that are world renowned, some famous ones. Some of them were exposed to certain women early in their life. It just so happened, okay, to cross certain paths and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm getting off track. Because I'm like, man, just running lives, just running lives. That's just hijacking and ruining lives, and then playing the victim. Anytime anybody start asking too many questions, yeah. It's time for her to go. So she could be flipping out. It also can mean people are leaving and they flip out every time people are leaving. But since it look all spirity and shit, it's like this person, she getting it because she's got too much blood on her hands. She got too much fucking blood. Innocent blood on her hand. Time for her to go. And now she's sitting there talking about why. But let me see, 31. Did something happen to somebody? Child. She do stuff to people, and the people don't understand why is this happening, and then chances are this is the energy that would always come in pretending to be a helper. Yeah, she's upset about something that's going to be taken from her, or somebody could be asking her, why did she do that? Treasure Island going into the reverse. She could be having people steal from her or thinking that people are stealing from her, and it's karma. You spend your life, sluts, as a thief, then thief you're going to experience before you leave. One plus one is what? 2. Math is science and math for the smarties and smartestons out here. You spend your life thieving, hoeing. The thief. You're thieving. Opportunities, energy, resources, attention. Oh, I'm going there because of the distorted occult practice. They know what I'm talking about now, baby. Thief. Trying to trick the universe. Oh, proximity, because it'll be in the same proximity and we could intercept in their higher chakras. You gonna suffer. You gonna suffer. Well, it's on the same grid, same proximity, and we can manipulate it, and we're right there over them. So technically, weird ass. Yeah, she's She's feeling trapped. 313. Saying why. This could also be another energy that's feeling trapped. That's possibly her cohort, bitch. Her co-conspirator. Yeah. Wondering why something can't, mending in the reverse. Yeah, she's not going to be able to, she may not recover from something, but she also may not be able to mend a relationship. She could be having a fit. And we'll get some clarity, because if somebody is pissed, if there's somebody out there that's pissed and found out and they don't want no friendship, or they don't want, she's crying why. And it's like, bitch, what do you mean? Like, this ain't you stole my Doritos. Like, it's fascinating how people want to downplay serious shit and upplay non-serious shit. It flips me out. They want to downplay, bitch, you didn't just steal my favorite t-shirt and perfume. We didn't just have a little riff. What do you mean? They fucking damaged lives. There's blood. They're a black widow. There's people gone because these hoes. Unalived. This ain't something you sit up there talking about, oopsie. Oops. They're fucking weird. They're fucking weird. Now. Killing people and shit and then going to church. I don't see how that jives together. They loose in the cage upstairs, banging against shit. Yeah. People, because look, imagine it's in the reverse. Okay. So folks know why something is broken. Folks are realizing, some people are realizing, what the fuck happened in a situation. They can't head fuck somebody because a part of their skills, a part of their occultic skills is being able to, let me see if I can get retro back on, being able to convince people that something is in somebody's head. It's called manipulation. It's called narcissism. It's called gaslighting. If you all don't believe me, you could look up the term for yourself and to hell with what I'm saying. How about that? Yeah, poise is in the reverse. The shit, yeah, people wanted to take your shit, tried to take you down, what you were poised for, constantly. A whole community. Ooh. Somebody may end up getting kicked out of a community for getting a community to come against the collective. She got to pay for that too. Damn. She got to pay for that too. That's why she in trouble. Her and her cohort. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Where the cards at? I'm gonna just do the cards. Help me stay focused, team, because y'all know me. I'm feeling, help me out, help my energies, and light them up. My intentions before I came on, it's running. Run that spell, light their ass, light they whole ass up. Everybody in this state, it applies to. Correct. Light they ass the fuck up. Audacity. I'll give you some money. I'll give, people thirsty for the shit. People motherfuckers ain't got shit. Think their identity is tied to it. Get out of there. Get out of there, girl. Get out. Get out. Just get out of there. Get out. She got to deal with this. She gonna deal with this negativity. She brought negativity to many innocent lives, collective, their children, other folks. She gonna deal with this shit. She's triggered. Now she's threatened and embarrassed. These are, yeah. She felt threatened and embarrassed and then tried to threaten and embarrass you. The thing about the collective is you all are not threatened nor embarrassed by the same type of stuff. They just don't get the memo on that. They think you will be threatened and embarrassed by the same shit they're threatened and embarrassed by, and you're not. Always doing some humiliation shit. Always. It's like, bitch, that's why this happened to you right now. That's what's happening right now. Conversation, get on the same page, reverse. Honorable feminine in the reverse. This is her, because she don't learn her lesson. And she tries to keep people, she just don't learn her lesson. She also is somebody that's always trying to teach somebody a lesson. So this is why she's possibly getting triple time ass beatings. She always trying to teach somebody shit. The hoe can't even work on her own shit properly. Ain't never worked on her shit. Only thing she's ever done was regurgitate other people's shit and regurgitate shit she read in text. Always trying to teach somebody something. And it be really coming from the fact that people have assertiveness, boundaries, and something about folks, you know, that triggers them. They not gonna kiss their ass. They see straight through them, and it bothers them, period. Other people continue to play the game, and so they don't get the same type of spell work. Mind you, I said same type. I didn't say that they're not getting shit. I just said same type. There was a vision of this, whoever these collective women are. This has been about 7-8 months ago, maybe even longer than that. This could have happened. This vision could have been even a year. I don't know why I saw it. Don't really care. Didn't make any sense to me. Wasn't even trying to. So whatever it was, maybe it was to reveal something of significance about what she was doing to this man. She was in the shower with this man. This collective, whoever this collective of women is, that it was them. They're in a shower behind this man. This man could have been their husband or their ex-husband or their boyfriend or whoever. She was behind him, and so somebody will say, well, what's wrong with that? That's nice. You know, y'all know how us natural, when you natural, you're like, oh, okay, well, they, you know, they having a shower time together, and she's washing his back and shit, bitch. Yeah, about that. She was casting a spell. Because see, people think that all spell work has to do with, you know, that's the myth. That you got to be sitting in a cave, a dark room with the chickens and bones and a black hat and a cauldron. And, you know, like on Martin episode when he went away because he was broke and shit. I love Martin. Anyway, he went away because he was broke. He was going to get married. He felt some kind of way. So he went to find himself. So he went and joined a cult. Half of his hair was braided. The other half wasn't. And they was clowning him and said, you might want to finish braiding your hair. Anyway, they had their ceremonies. It was Naji, Ramba. And then, we have a tendency to think that's the gist of spell work. Because we're equating it to more ceremonial ritual shit, which that does happen. But spells are happening in things that seem to be normal living. This is how they are able to do it. Like smoking cigarettes. Doing shit with the smoke. Tobacco is of earth, so it's grounding. It's fast moving. Smoke. Yeah, I know about that. Ain't nobody finna think nobody casting no spells. That's a motherfucker smoking spirit. Everyday shit like cooking a meal. Ain't nobody finna be thinking about, unless now some Louisianians may know about it because, you know. But most folk ain't thinking, you know, that's not what you're talking about. What do you mean casting a spell? They're just cooking dinner. What are you talking about? You're crazy. I was just sitting right here and they're just cooking a meal. You don't want to cook for me? They cooking for me. Shoot, I'm tired. It's nice to have somebody. And while they doing they smooth moves, either they're doing the mind control, because you can do a spell with your mind, baby. You don't always have to verbalize it audibly. It depends on what their gift and their talent is. Whispering shit. They got something in the sleeve, you know, because they be sleep with it. Be like, shh. Y'all see, you know. Doo-doo-doo. A little bit of the blood here, and a little bit of a dash of make them do what the fuck I say here, you know. Believe me spell, believe me. Breakup spell, whatever their goal is. Touch, that's why they always want to give you something. And it seems generous. So people that's in scarcity seem all too excited and happy to have somebody, bitch, that finally want to give to them. Huh. Showers, cosmetics. If they have access to your personals, they can spell cast the fuck out of you. They got access to your toothbrush, your body wash, your cologne, your watch, shit you touch every day, your remote control, motherfucker, your workout machine, because see, they're studying everything you got and they're casting on your ass every day. If they have proximity to you, if they have access, now some of y'all gonna see why they always want access so bad. Now some of y'all gonna figure the fuck out why they trying to always pay to weasel their way when somebody put a boundary and say sayonara whole bag. Why they always trying to find a way. Yeah, she trash. Discarding, throwing out. Yeah. Some people are feeling like they see that these people treated you all like trash. And that you were not imagining it when you said what you said. People was asking why you either keep getting stuck between worlds or why, and now they're realizing and it wasn't your fucking imagination. Because one of the things that they're good at is chaos and conflict and confusion. They stomped on that, so maybe that's really, you know, upstairs, you know, the animal that's loose, they let loose up there. And who am I referencing? Somebody's gonna say, well, who's she talking about? Well, hear this. I'm talking about whoever it is, because they multiplied themselves. They found like energy. I'll just sit on that. They multiplied themselves. They recruited and put spells on their recruitees. I don't care if they're, I don't care. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Even if 5 years from now, for some of them, going to be living in the wake of the devastation of their life for fucking with this bitch. And it ain't going to be, it's going to be like a smoke. It's going to be like, what the fuck happened? You started fucking with the Black Widow. And one of their cohorts, that's what the fuck happened. Life was great, That's how they got you, huh? You took it. You took it. Gotcha. You took the bait. I got that venom in ya. Yeah, in the past. Yeah, people are seeing. And this is turning people off. They're seeing, some of you, they're even seeing like how they were interfering with your love life. How, oh God. The past is catching up with them, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify. My eyes keep being drawn to feminine being a bad motherfucker. And they know it. But this time, and they know it, it's not about feminine knowing it. I think that they know it is somebody else. Because y'all know how like it sounds like it's saying feminine is a bad mother, ... Shut your mouth, and they know it. It sounds like, oh, and feminine knows it. But that's not what I'm picking up. It's not feminine knows it. Because I don't even think she's in that mode or even cares. She just trying to do life, and she gon' knock some shit up. She gonna do whatever the fuck. Okay, y'all. She's gonna keep doing whatever the fuck, however long it takes. That's where she at. She ain't out here. That's a karmic issue. That's a karmic issue out here flexing ego and shit. That's karmic issue. I got something to prove. I'm a bad, okay, nobody don't care. Feminine is out here like, no, I have a right, me and my children have a right to be here and to not be hunted down like with some animals for some trash bags, period, point blank, the end. For whatever reason, bitch. That's what we are. We ain't trying to prove shit. We don't care. You gotta care. See, that you have to care. We don't fucking care. As far as we concerned, we ain't impressed by nothing to care in the first fucking place. Care, I'll find somebody. God, see, because we grew up. We grew up. We don't care about no pecs, no tan, no 36, 24, 36, no BBL. We don't care. We ain't hung up on that shit. We graduated. Crazy sons of bitches. Give me this old lady. Oh. She getting it because she keeps trying to throw obstacles in the feminine's path. So that's why she's being tortured. It says, Feminine has cleared her path, unbound, unstoppable, unafraid, and undeniable. She didn't like that. That's why she had to go recruit and you know, turn people into her minions and shit. Especially for the younger ones, like, see, now the older one, this older Black Widow that we're talking about, she may not be able to, she can work through the younger ones, okay? Because she can't go and fuck dudes, you know what I'm saying, the way she used to. Okay? Her body won't allow that. But she can use her protege. Because that's the strongest spell in the universe, at least in my opinion. One of the strongest. Sex. Oh, they're getting sick. I told you she's sick. She was harvesting the collective's children. She a Black Widow. She harvested a whole lot of motherfuckers. Yes, she did, baby. That's why I always want to help. What you up to? You in a part of a weird group? Sending them for your children, your grandchildren, especially the one that's got sense, the one can see through your ass. Huh? Oh, it says haters, ops, spies, liars, cheaters, con artists, criminals, drug addicts, unbalanced zealots lose. And they gonna keep losing. And it's gonna keep costing them casualties they're not ready to pay. So you want to have proximity and sit over the collective, sit up there and do weird shit. This is going to be a problem. Trying to trick the universe. Trying to cloak and hide, basically hoover over the collective so that their energy. But guess what? Let's just say this. They've been contacted. They're people. You're in hot shit. And your little monkeys. Creative art expression, clearing trauma. And then it came out, yeah, these people were mad about your creative art expression because you took the shit that's people been doing to you, including them, and made art. Abusers never want to be the, you know, sociopath can't have that now. Yeah, so they wanted to silence this because they didn't want you to clear this trauma, and they didn't want other people to be able to get free of trauma bonds because they got a whole lot of motherfucking Stockholm syndrome to their ass. That's the bulk of their fucking relationships. Got a whole lot of motherfuckers trauma bonded to their ass. She's getting sick, so let's go ahead and expound on that. She's sick. This could be why the whole sound of no bath, because it was like them, they're upset, they were fighting, no, like, I'm like, why no bath, no bath. Maybe they felt like they were being fondled because like I said, like the fuck I said, Like I said, weird. They're not using the energy. Or we deserve it better. We'll make better use. It's a waste. They're a waste. What do these people want it for? See, ain't nobody going to talk about that. What the fuck they want it for? What the fuck they want it for? What the fuck they want it for? They're a fucking waste. They want it for consumption. Bottom damn line. For their own selfish gains and pleasures. Period. They're a fucking waste. The things these people tell themselves to justify their heinous acts on other people. Yeah, side piece. Who this hoe? Nothing serious. Give me over, bitch. Fire sign. You got two feminines here and frustrated. These people were behind bringing in side pieces in your life, introducing side pieces, you know, or someone was the side piece, introduced the side piece, a fire sign, to stress motherfuckers out. Now they're feeling overloaded, burned out. Yeah, they didn't want you experiencing anything new. They kept blocking new opportunities with bringing in the hoes. Big booty hoes, rock to. Pay for the hoe, rock to. BBL, rock to. Ain't nothing wrong with BBL. Ain't nothing wrong with no form of, I'm all for it. I'm not really one of those. I'm not an extremist. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. You got it. You ain't scared to get it done. Boom, bitch. Shit. Do. Hopefully you're working on your personality and your insides so that your fucking identity ain't tied to it. Hopefully you're working on your personality and your energy so that you ain't a trash motherfucker. Hopefully they are. Now let me pull my energy. Now, I cancel and delete and destroy and create the loose and the thread. They are not even worth addressing. Incendiary. Reroute, destroy and uncreate any such addressing energetic exchange with these trash bags. Any such consent. Times a gazillion. All the threads and cords alike. Burn. Now, I'm going to reroute my conversation. Collective, they really, hopefully they have a personality and they're working on things so that they're not trash. So that they're not going around using their ass as their only asset. Yeah, doors closed, open. Yeah, these people are upset. They keep trying to force their way. I don't know how the old lady is connected to that, but she took every opportunity, even after people put up boundaries, you and other people, to do shit. And that could be what they're paying for. Text message. Okay. Somebody is growing up and they're starting to see some things clearly about this old lady. Okay. So for the sake of time, I am going to just go into the tarot, and then I'm going to get an archetypal energy and wrap her up. Okay. Oh, I'm guided to look down over here. Let's see. Fatal accident. This person could have caused many fatal accidents, or there was a fatal accident, or there's gonna be a fatal accident. This Black Widow is behind a lot of fatal accidents. They seem like accidents. They seem like mishaps. They seem like just, you know, and chances are they projected it onto the collective. Also what they got to pay for. You know who you are, which they know who, let me phrase that. They know who they are, collective. They know what they are. They know what they do. They keep trying to cause fatal accidents for you. I don't really know you. Karmic mother, needy pillhead. Interesting. This could be the old lady. She doesn't want feminine or a masculine to move on from her. The masculine don't necessarily have to be her romantic. It could be the feminine son. It could be, you know, any masculine, basically, that starts seeing the truth. And when she sniff that they go come from up under their control, they get to amping up their bullshit. Proud karmics are forced to move in with parents and friends and family. I'm not sure if she had to move in with somebody, or somebody had to move in with her to help her, or if this her cohort. That's, you know, why they always trying to come steal y'all shit. When they fuck up they shit, start getting karma, and start trying to set you up, trap you up, so they can basically take on your identity. This is not gonna happen. This is gonna ruin all the lives of the places in which they migrate to in the long haul. After the high of getting cars and Walmart this and all the little shit that they're getting with the fusion centers and shit, families affected because they fucking with your kids, it's gonna affect a whole lot of innocent life. Simple as that. Don't look shocked, people. If you're tolerating something like that, that should be a clear answer for you. It shouldn't be that hard. You don't have to be brilliant. Pedro, when you make peace with authority, you become authority. Mexico, life hack, secretly hate men, but they use men to feel power over them. So that's who these Black Widows are. Mad because feminine is unstoppable, and that's why they had to come in and try to hijack the universe and thought y'all would never know. Mad because spell work not working anymore, which also explains why they had to go in and you know, get the proximity, because it's like, okay, well maybe, bitch. And everybody gonna pay. Oh, it says fucking officials to put spells on them. Oh, I don't think I've barely seen this card before. Maybe a couple times. Fucking officials. Who are the officials? To put spells on them. I told y'all sex is one of the strongest spells you could do. Liars and thieves and whores, oh my. Karmic's worst fear has manifested. Tower. Keep trying to entrap, set up the collective. Yeah, that's every day. This is every day. So let's see how this applies to the old lady. What's happening to the old lady? Why was she screaming and like frantic and saying, no, no, no bath? Like, what the hell is that? I have Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It says loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation is going into reverse. Okay. People are getting sick of her. She could be regressing too. That could be a sign of regression, because pages are the new, early, beginning stages energy. This could be also a sign of some kind of regression in its earth energy, so physical. Why was she saying? Because she didn't want the lovers. Oh, interesting. Gemini, the lovers. Was this a lover trying to help her, or a Gemini? 3 of Wands. What's happening with her? 9 of Wands. Oh, this person could have said she needed to go to the hospital or something. Oof. Try again. Ain't gonna matter. Ah, 7 of Swords. There's the sneaky energy. Joy and happiness to couples, removes negative energy. She's dealing with this negative energy. She lied about something. Knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger. Yeah, she's under. Yeah, she keeps trying to lie and cast spells to get out of shit, and she's paying for it. A traitor has been identified. Her plan has been destroyed. 7 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Yes, she lied. A Gemini could have been involved. A lover, a sibling. Could be her and a sibling. A Gemini. Six of Pentacles, yep. Cures rage, pestilence absolves the guilty. Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. What you get, what you give, which you're going to get it some kind of way. And that's what's happening to her. Taking from people. She's being stolen from, possibly. Ooh, child. Ain't that fascinating? Ooh, the corrupt doula. King of Cups. She could be being haunted by something to do. Ooh, 10 of Swords just did a somersault in the upright. Falling on karmic mother, needy pillhead. Queen of Swords. What is this 10 of Swords for this lady? What's happening to her as it pertains to her? We know that she's Black Widow and she's caused many, many betrayals for many, including the collective. What's happening to this person as it pertains to her receiving 10 of Swords, harsh, painful endings? What's happening to her? Oh, and this shouldn't even been here. What's this? Oh, this shouldn't have been in here, but it was. The Hermit, the reverse. Virgo, exposure. She could be going through the dark night. Alchemy and transformation. Rules natural events. Helps with spiritual progress. Virgo energy, earth. People could be scared to deal with her. Now there's exposure. This person doesn't have any insight whatsoever. They don't go within. People could be realizing like they should have went within. They're scared about this. They're going through the dark night. They're scared of this sickness too. Temperance is in the reverse. They're scared. They got a sickness. They scared. Not scared enough as far as I'm concerned. Every time I be hearing that, I'm like, people ain't scared enough as far as I'm concerned. Page of Cups. Because of what they did to your children. Yeah, and a whole lot of, what they did to you as a child. Other, pages are young energy. It's gossip, it's lies, it's spell work. King of Swords is in the reverse. Yeah, this is a narcissist. Ten of Wands, these burdens. She could be, burdened. She getting it, boy. You know why? Because some of these narcissists is supposed to possibly come after her. Because, like I said, you start fucking with the Black Widow, you get the Black Widow's reward. You start signing up for these toxic projects, you get your little highs, you get your little empty, shallow victories, you get your little hee-hees and ha-has, and you get that, but they don't tell you what it's going to be followed with. Yeah, she could be feeling burdened because somebody is walking away from her. Ten of Wands. This is too much. This is just too much. Somebody could be exposing her. This is too much. Ten of Cups in reverse. Her whole family is, yeah. Ten of Wands upright. Yeah, this bitch is a burden. Bitch is a burden, and she is experiencing burdens and weighted down now. She's unhappy. She's losing it all. People feel burdened, but this is their energy. They put this out there. They cause this. They're agents of chaos. They're Black Widows. This is how they get their bread and butter. They feeling like this is too much to bear. This is too much to bear. They feel like this is cruel. Isn't that fascinating? Oh, I love how abusers suddenly get the case of the sensitives. They didn't care about disabling our disabled kids. They didn't care about sacrificing them to no fucking weird ass entities and groups and shit, bitch. They didn't feel nothing then. And the trash that they hired don't feel shit about it. So we ain't trying to hear nothing about none of that. We ain't trying to hear nothing about none of that. Nobody's trying to hear nothing about none of that. They feel burdened. They didn't care about burdening the collective, burdening disabled people. They didn't care nothing about it. In fact, it was good humor over coffee and cocktails. So fuck them. Got off on it, so let them get off on this. Trip me out with that shit. And get sick and all of a sudden, this is too much. Yeah, but everybody took delight in the torture program though. It was fun. Popcorn. So let it be fun now, motherfuckers. It was fun. Oh, that's some good shit, girl. Cause girl, Cause God don't like it. I tell you shit, child, Mr. Patterson. So let's go ahead and keep them judgments going. Let's go ahead and hold true to that. Yeah, she's a vampire. These are vampires. They're mad because it's getting difficult to siphon. Every time they try to siphon, they're getting sick because there's a spell running. Nobody don't believe it, but eventually people gonna catch up. There's some other energies coming through. There's something running. Okay, they persist, so we got some form. It's a trap. Based on their obsessions, just like they study, other energies study. They know what their obsession is. See, that's what their weakness is. It's a trap. They can't help themselves. Oh, they're going to do some spell work. We know this. This is their obsession, and this is how we're going to take them out. Vampire. Depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining and codependency. Light attribute, collective, that's you all, makes you aware that someone, and we know what's been happening now, don't we? Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So they've been draining us in our churn, talking about hallelujah. And hiring dirtbags to do it. Oh, I'm going to have some fun with this shit to the end, bitch. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun with this shit. Allegiance to a destructive ruler principle, romantic delusions. Yeah, they mad. This is like the Knight of Swords. And they get other people with allegiance to destroying you, other people with anger problems. That made an oath and a vow to destroy you using romantic delusions and shit. That's how they do it. Because they can sniff out their own kind. They know who they can mind control, fuck real easy, kiss their ass, and appease to their hatred of you. Easy peasy, baby. That's in Spell Classroom 101. Angel. Yeah, they're toxic. Look at them. They act like they're angel. Okay, acting innocent. That's why they getting it. This is the judgments coming on that ass. They finna, yeah, this shit in reverse, they finna be out of town real soon. Acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with God. Light attribute of the angel says, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Booyah. You ain't got to pledge allegiance and homage. You ain't got to sign over your firstborn. Yeah. Crazy ass. Crazy motherfucker. I got prostitute here. Okay, these are archetypal types. Prostitute is not necessarily bad. It's light and dark attribute. You see that? So look, in the shadow it says, places material, listen, places material consideration and security above self-empowerment. The oldest profession in the history of humanity. Light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Ooh. Y'all could have transcended into the light attribute, which could be something that bugs. And so they figured, oh, let's make something difficult enough. Surely I can make them hoe up again. Wrong! See, this is a bittersweet for them, because their obsessions with stalking and watching the collective forces everybody to have to know the truth at the same time, huh? Well, isn't that a bittersweet? Because it's like, what do you do with that? You're illegally surveillancing, which unfortunately then puts them in the situation to where they see for themselves, which means they can't what? Let's see what they do if we fuck with all they shit. And you did, hoes. And you can... And you did, hoes. We know how to ask for help in the no qualms for those of y'all that's into the trade. I have a problem with people who pretend like they not and is. That's just me. I also have a problem with people that be into it and then project onto others and call themselves judging those others. In other words, be a prostitute, hiding the fact that they are, and then projecting and claiming that the other people are, because that's what they really are. Voyeurism, falsifying information. That's who this is. Ooh, they in trouble. Ooh, they in trouble. Imposing your own tyranny. Look at that. They act like they're liberated. These bitches ain't no liberator. They're in the shadow, bitch. Liberator. Freedom from what? Liberator my ass. It says imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate. Ignoring legitimate constraints. Some people have literal constraints and shit. It's tyranny. Light attributes, it says freeing yourself and others. That's a real fucking liberator, motherfuckers. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs. Letting go of toxic thought patterns. Fake nun and shit. This bitch. Nigga, let me get on. And I feel some kind of way. They under judgment for, you know what I'm saying, doing something to an angel. People who have been working through shit, but acting like they're a fucking angel to get a bunch of motherfuckers, obstructing justice, voyeurism, falsifying information and shit like that. They're in trouble. Vampiring off of people, forcing people to have proximity. Oh, you don't want nothing to do with me? Okay. And I'm gonna be able to, and you're gonna die. They're gonna die. Why is it being said, and they know it, that feminine is a bad motherfucker? Let's end it on a high note. Why is that? Oh, I saw, okay. Why is it saying feminine is a bad mother, dot, 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 shut your mouth, and they know it. They being these people, not feminine. Like, they know it. Why? I want to know the truth. Give me the truth on a collective scale. Why is that? Because feminines ain't in it like that. They, like I said, they too busy trying to cleaning up all the nasty energy constantly that they dealing with, on top of making the plans and making contacts and phone calls, on top of taking care of their disabled kids, on top of, so they too busy doing all the 1,000 things that people think they not doing. They too busy cleaning their energy to even really know. Okay, in a literal sense or from the physical sense. So why are these energies being forced to know it even if they can't admit it out loud? What's happening here? Because this wasn't wise. I got wisdom in reverse learning. What happened with wisdom coming out like that? What happened? They did something that fucked them up, that they can't get out of. They can't get out of something. Oh, also telepathic communication. Feminine, did you say something? Did your oversoul say something? Cause they just show up places and shit to spook motherfuckers. And it's this floating voodoo doll. Told your ass. Told your ass. You just looked at them like weak prey. That's what the fuck's wrong with all of them. They looked at them like weak prey. Very well. Trap. You fell for it. Also, it's gonna be an easy kill. Trap. The trap was a trap. That's gonna be another message. The trap was their trap. Good googly goo. Yep, it's a fight. Because yes, looking, shit, because some energies, it's like shit. Do. That's why it's like, oh, motherfucker. Huh? Shit. It's like shit, I got some Black Panther energy. I got me some Christ consciousness. This gonna fuck some shit up. Yes, 1,000 of y'all, whatever. The bigger they are, the harder they dumbass fall. Courage here. Yeah. Man, they scared. It could also be they thought, I don't know, they thought you wasn't going to have courage and you did, or something happened that spooked the bejesus out of them right there. Yeah, they can't recover from something. It's something they're not going to be able to get out of. Miracle in the reverse. Ooh-wee. Their future is not bright. Yeah, they finna go. Akashic Records. You could have foresaw something. Yeah, boundaries too. They did not know you would fight, or that you had energy that was going to be assisting you with some shit. That you would be honored possibly by other energies. They thought you was just, you know, easy pickings and shit. And so got every lowlife in town to join in on it. They possibly didn't think that there was a masculine that was a past masculine that was going to also honor you. Maybe they didn't think that. Maybe they thought that they had punked that person good and plenty forever. Also, because you still know how to self-regulate. Maybe they create all this shit and then like Maybe. I love this shit. What's the encouragement for the collective here? This is just crazy. And yeah, who this lady is, the old lady is fencing to be possibly out of here. Her cohorts, this shit is fencing to get worse and worse. These people just can't fucking, their addiction is going to lead to it, because their addictions are going to be used against them. I'm telling you now, somebody, people, nobody ain't gonna be able to say nothing. Nobody ain't gonna be able to say nothing. Nobody, nowhere. Their addiction is gonna be used against them. Just like they sit up and pattern and study, there's other energies that do it. And a common thread is they're addicted to destroying you. So that's gonna be used against them. They're addicted to spell work. They're addicted to stalking. They're addicted to stealing. They're addicted to trying to entrap you up. They're addicted. Trying to unaliven you. And all of that is going to be used to destroy all these people. They're going to do it for themselves. They are going to do it for themselves. You're moving forward. You're looking back. You're moving forward. Moving forward. Effort plus intention. Achievement. You're going to achieve. Look at 49. Yeah, baby. This is a great achievement here. Be encouraged. You've achieved something great. You know, yeah, there are some situations, yeah, that just can't. You completed whatever you wanted to complete. You broke the reincarnation bullshit. 16. You brought the towers in here. Okay, people that was trying to trap you in some false consciousness. You did everything. Some people are going to be, yeah, you're rising from this. You did everything you could to liberate yourself, but also, you know, what you really, not the false mission, but like, I'm here to get out this shit. I see the trick. I see the trick. Let me remember, bitch. Let me remember and help my boy, and let me do this, motherfucker, and whoop. Okay, so it's like you tried. Okay, you have dealt with a lot of karmic energies. I saw both feminine and masculine in the reverse. False people. You did everything you could. They don't want to transform. This is about friends, family, lovers, the like. Okay? They like this, the karmic bullshit. They want to keep the toxicity. They want to keep the abuse. They want to keep, you know, their obsession of hurting you. They, you know, that's it. They're not letting that go. And you're moving on. You're rising from everything that they keep trying to do to take you down. Yeah. And it keeps coming out. Okay. New beginnings. Anything else for the collective to encourage? Yeah, deep connections, water blessings, opening heart. There's going to be some opening of heart. People's heart, 11 energy, duality. Some misunderstandings are going to be cleared up because these people have created it. You know, a lot of this stuff was created on purpose to complicate your life. Okay, it was to stop people from seeing you in the true light of what's you, to stop people from wanting to be your friend, from wanting to work with you, support you, all those things. And in some cases, it was to steal it from you because these are thieves. So they follow you around, they hoover you around so they can sniff out your relationships, sniff out your friends, sniff out what you have your eye on so they can start getting to going with their spell work, look for the holes and weaknesses in these people and get to town on their ass and then start sneaking in their DMs and seemingly just so happen to be showing up in on some, that kind of shit. So they can hijack Because they just, yeah, they're fucked up people. They're just fucked up people. And I will be glad